So welcome everybody to your webinar. Let me know in the comments there if you are brand new, if it's your first time on a webinar like this, put new in the comments there for me. I want to see who's brand new on here. I love to see that we are people from all over the world. This is what I love about this online business. Woo! So there's a lot of newbies. Man, I love it. I love it. Okay, so I want you to say to me quickly, okay? Why are you here? It's a simple question, okay? Why are you here? You want to make money, but why do you want to make money? Why do you want to learn to create an income? To learn, Joan says, right? Why do you want to create income? Because you're obviously on this call because you're looking for a way to work smarter, not harder. Is that maybe because you want to leave your 9 to 5? You want to travel? You want to transform your life? I want to work smart, not hard. I love it. I need money. Yes, Lynn. To be honest, that's exactly how I started. I started this online business not because I had the money. I started this online business because I needed to learn how I could make more money without burning myself out. So I'm going to get right into it and introduce myself. I'm Lizelle. I'm a normal mom. I always say I'm normal because I'm not anything special. I'm not anything. I don't have a degree, not anything that I can write home to, if I can put it that way, right? I know we all are very special. But what I want to say is when I started this online business, I just wanted a better a better life for my children. I've been divorced, been remarried, have 2 kids from my previous marriage, and all I wanted for them was to set them up. I don't want them to suffer for the choices I've made in my life. I wanted to be able to set them up with a future where I can buy them the stuff that they want, not just the stuff that they need. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck. If you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, just put a yes in the comments there for me. Let me see who can relate with me, or is it just me, right? I was tired of every month end. There was the stress, the anxiety of debit orders going off. I was just sick and tired of that. But I thought that was life because I was used to it. And unfortunately, we get used to it, eh? Because we think, and later on, we just satisfy that, okay, this is the way life is. And then the one day, something amazing happened. Just after COVID, I was working for a corporate company, my salary came down, and I decided, you know what? Life is more precious. I am tired of not seeing my kids. I missed out on so many times with them. And I decided, you know what? I'm gonna take a leap of faith. I'm gonna do an online course in the beauty industry. I'm gonna start my beauty salon. Uh, the reason I'm sharing that is I did it my way. Because what ended up was for 3 years, I had to work more, 8 to 9 hours away from my kids again to make more money. If I wanted more money, I had to work more. And at the end of December 2023, I decided enough was enough. I cannot carry on like this anymore. I need to do something different. And then something amazing happened. A stranger walked into my salon that day. I live in a very small town in South Africa. People don't make a lot of money in a pensioner's town. I'm calling it a pensioner's town because that's the way it's seen, right? So normally you don't expect people to make a lot of money. And this woman spent thousands on her face on treatments. And I was like, I'm sorry to ask, but what do you do for a living? I was just so curious because she told me she lived in the same town. And I was like, in the back of my head, I was like thinking like, I need to find out what you're doing. And she told me digital marketing. Now, if that sounded to you like, what is digital marketing? Put a 1 in the comments if that was your same reaction the first time you heard it. I was like Googling, what is digital marketing? What the hell is that? I was too shy to ask her. And a whole new world opened up for me that same day. Here was this mom just sharing with me how she got to financial freedom, how she's working 2 hours a day from home. I could see it. I could see she was living the life, right? And she invited me to a webinar, the same type of webinar you attending tonight. And I will never, never, never forget what I experienced that night on that webinar. Normal moms like me in the exact same position was making millions online. And here I was grinding it all away, grinding, working, missing time out with my kids. And I knew that day my life will never be the same. 18 months later, I made over 4.1 million South African rands, far over $230,000. I have left my full-time job in 5 weeks' time, been a stay-at-home mom since, being able to be with my kids, buying them what they want, not just what they need, not having to look at my budget. You know what that is for me? That is freedom. It's not about the money. Yes, I know tonight you are here for the money. I know that, right? That's why I wanted to be there. But if you have to ask yourself deeply, it's not about the money, it's about what the money brings. Can I get a yes in the comments there? It's about what the money brings, right? You want to be maybe a stay-at-home mom, but you can't be because it takes money to be the stay-at-home mom. You maybe want to be a more present dad, but you can't be because if you don't work, there's no pay. Maybe you want to be debt-free, but you can't be because you need money to be debt-free, right? There are all these reasons, and whatever reason it is that you have today, I want to tell you, you are on the score for that very, very reason because you are meant for more. And I cannot wait to share with you today what exactly that entails. And you're going to see how easy and simple this business model is. You probably heard about it, people making millions, and you're going to hear it again tonight. And I just want you to have an open mind because just like technology, we can't explain it, right? You will agree with me. You physically go to an online store, you purchase. Did you think 20 years ago we would have phones that we can talk to, that we can have GPS taking us around? No, you didn't. You didn't understand it, but it happened, right? So tonight, this is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to show you how this all works. And I hope you have a pen nearby because we're going to dive right into it. Are you ready? Put ready in the comments there for me. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get going. So excited to share with you. All right, let me just get this out of the way. So welcome to the Freedom Reboot. We just started our Freedom Reboot yesterday. It's a reboot challenge. Because you know why? Because the last 6 months, we can't change. From January, whatever happened between January and last month, if it was good, if it was bad, you can't change that. You have no control over the past, but you do have control over the future. And we just started with a 90-day run where we're walking you through inside the community how to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month online. Now, I don't know about you, but when I started, even just $1,000 a month would have been more than enough for me, right? But are we teaching you 5 to 10K a month? And you're going to hear from people again tonight how that's been doing this, right? So this is your July plan to start earning online. I just need to give you a quick disclaimer that this is not a quick reach scheme. This is not a button you push and money comes out. This is not playing a slot machine. This has got nothing to do with luck. It's all a proven strategy, okay? It's a business strategy. You're going to hear some stories today about people who have made like ridiculous amounts of money because I know that's the way I felt about it, right? So I just need you to know that there's a process in it. We teach you to work smarter. We don't teach you to sit and wait for money to come your way. We just show you a better way. Okay, so let's get into it. I want to ask you, do you ever feel like this? Okay, I just want to bring up my comments. I love it when you guys talk to me. You can just give me a yes in the comments if you ever feel like this, like, oh man, I just don't know what I'm going to do. I need the money, I just don't know how to get it. I'm like working full time. The kids are driving me insane because they want all the stuff that I can't buy. Like, I want to help my husband, but you know, like I'm a mom and I'm being so busy, right? Or maybe you've seen all the TikToks and you still don't know how to start. You still don't understand the business, right? You've seen it, you've seen everything, right? Or maybe you've been scared to spend money because you're not sure, is this a scam? Is it a pyramid scheme? You know, I can promise you we've heard it all, okay? It's just because people have a lack of knowledge that they assume it is this, but it's got nothing. It's not a scam. It's a legitimate business. Maybe you're feeling I'm just tired of surviving, Giselle. You know, I just don't know what else to do. I don't know. Show me the way. I feel like I'm behind. I feel like I'm not techie enough. I feel like everyone else is before me. Everyone's already making their millions. Like now I'm behind. I want to get started, right? Well, this session is different because here there's no fluff, there's no hype. Okay. I'm going to show you a beginner safe, tech simple, friendly way of how you can start business. Think about the most simplest way, you know, like think about it like upgrading a phone. There are people making money online, right? Think about it like the BlackBerry phone. Can you guys remember when we had the QWERTY keypad? You know, can you remember when the BlackBerry evolved into the touchscreens? And now no one wanted to use the touchscreens because it was new, it was different. Can you guys remember it, or was it just me? Right? No one wanted to move over to the touchscreen. What happened? Now everyone's on a touchscreen. Everyone has a touchscreen phone, right? Because that's the way the world was going. Better. We are humans that are resistant to change automatically. So if you are not willing to embrace change, right, you are going to be left behind. But luckily, you're on this call for a reason and you're on the right spot, okay? So I already shared my story, so I'm not going to share that again. So let's get into what is digital marketing, okay? Digital marketing is just a fancy way of saying that you are promoting products online. You know, even people that offer services can promote online. It's called marketing. Think about all these ads that you see, and like anywhere, take a lot, Amazon, all these people, they've got online platforms where you go search for what you want, you click and you buy. No one gets on the phone with you. No one convinces you, please buy, please buy. I don't know about you, but that's what I love about digital marketing. I actually blocked my family and friends when I started because I had no clue what it was about. I was scared of failing. I had no idea. The last thing I wanted to do was to go look for customers. And this is what I love about digital marketing, because you don't have to look for customers, because you attract them. When you have your online business, you just need to know how to market. And what we do is we use social media to market. You can do this even completely faceless, because when you're on social media, you're exactly where your customer is hanging out in, because there are 5.3 billion people on social media currently, and it's only predicted to grow. If you think the market is saturated, it's far from saturated, because not a lot of people believe in it so much yet. So they're just watching on the sidelines, seeing how other people are making money. But just like the BlackBerry phone, at the end of the day, everyone's going to do digital marketing, because it's just the way of the future, right? So here's how it's simple, is the simple process how it works. So you probably got here tonight because you got to what we call a landing page. Someone asked you to go, you asked for more information. You came across someone's video, and you came across someone's post, one of the two ways. And then they invited you to go to a link to enter your email. Put a yes if you did it that way. You entered your name or just your email or both, right? And that is how you got an email to invite you to the webinar, right? Exactly. Yes, mine. Okay. That's how you can. Okay. So this is how simple it works. You go to a page. In other words, you don't have to speak to hundreds or thousands of people explaining them what you're doing. Okay. This is already working smarter, because people are going to want information because they hear about what you offer. They've been looking silently for a solution. You're too scared to show up. But as soon as you do, people are going to buy from you because they've been looking for a way, because then the one income stream is not enough for a long time already, right? So what they do is they enter it. What happens is they go to a website. Okay, so they get an email. They get the opportunity to go check. Okay, what is this about? Let me see. Okay, so I can make money online with a done for you system. Fantastic. They go to the order page and they purchase. That is how it happens. But what I love about the system we have is it doesn't stop there, because not everyone purchased at the beginning. Have you ever went online, went into a store and not purchased? And then later on, you want to go like, I saw it somewhere. I just can't remember, where did I see it? And I'm ready to buy now, but I can't find it, right? We have a system where we actually keep on communicating with our client. They keep on getting emails from us, right? Email marketing is amazing, because where do you get your email? You get your email on your phone. And even if you don't open that email, think about all the memberships or the email list that you are on. Even if you don't open the email, it keeps being fresh in your mind. That is marketing. So if they don't purchase immediately, they might have to still think about it, marinate about it on it a little bit, right? Start to, because people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And if they only see you for the first time, they might not trust to buy from you yet. So what happens in the emails is they start getting to know you. They start getting to like it and trust, and see if they can trust that this is what they've been looking for. And then they purchase. Okay? So why most people stay stuck is they're overwhelmed with too much info, because there's so many ways that you can make money online, right? Or they think they need to be an expert. They think they need to have experience. And then what do? They go and try and do it on their own. A lot of people think they're going to save money and time by doing it on their own. But in actual fact, because we all know that's in digital marketing, we know systems and tools cost money. And if you're going to try and do it on your own, you're probably going to end up paying a lot of subscriptions, because you can't do this on your own. You need a system, right? And what if you had a clear system with real support and content that actually sells for you? Okay. What makes DMS different? DMS stands for Digital Magnetic System. It gives you the tools, but not just the tools, it gives you the transformation as well. There's a lot of education online. There's a lot of courses that you can buy. Anyone can go online now and learn to be a photographer. Anyone can go online now and study to be a psychologist. Anyone can go online now and study digital marketing. But if you don't have the tools, you can't make the money. Just like a photographer, they can learn the skills, they can get the education, but if they don't have a decent camera, they can't do the job to get the money, right? With digital marketing, you can have the education, you can know everything about digital marketing. But if you don't have the tools to help you work smarter, the website, the emails, the automated system, the products, if you don't have that, you don't have anything. You can't make money with it. And this is where DMS is different. Not only do we give you the education, you don't have to wait until you've learned everything. We give you a system where you can learn and earn at the same time, because we know, don't just give you the education, we give you the tools. We give you the coaching. Not one of the courses out there gives you the coaching that we give you, where we actually do content audits. We sit with you weekly. We coach you through the entire process, and the videos are short. The content's done for you. So we give you the transformation, right? So here's what this includes. Here's what makes DMS different than any other program out there. It's a done for you setup. If you have not started your online business, you are not even going to realize the value that you get inside here, because you need a system. You need a system where your products is on that can sell for you, right? In DMS, we set that system up for you. You don't even have to log in and plug in your name, nothing. We do all of it. We connect your payment gateway. We connect your email. We purchase your email for you. We purchase your domain for you. We have completely removed the overwhelming that people go through setting up an online business. So we built the entire system for you so you can start faster. We give you best of both worlds. You get 90% affiliate resale rights to the program. Plus, you get additional products that you can resell for 100% profit. So it's affiliate marketing and digital marketing. It's the best of both worlds. You get digital products that you own, that you can rename and resell as your own and keep 100% profit. You get coaching and a community. You're not left on your own to figure it out on your own, okay? And walk with you step by step. I cannot tell you how many people, I go live every day on my social media. I cannot tell you how many people are already in digital marketing who doesn't have the support. There's a big thing out there. If you know you need the support, you know the value this is, right? You get plug and post content. Like literally copy, paste, post. And for the faceless people, the ones who want to do it faceless, you literally get the content that is content that already converts, right? So you're not going to have to wonder, okay, what do I post when I haven't made a sale yet? What do I post when I just start, right? We give you customized templates, and we give you AI tools that help you create daily content in minutes. You get the AI sales bot. If I could unmute now, I know the community will be like, woo, they love that AI sales bot, right? This is like having a coach 24/7 in your pocket. We are the only program that offers this, right? We don't sell it on its own. It's an AI-powered assistant trained to help you create high-converting content, captions, emails, no copywriting skills needed. Anyone can go to ChatGPT and say, create content for you. But ChatGPT is going to create generic content. This AI bot has been created to create specific content that is proven to convert, okay? And we have a faith and fire approach. We don't just teach strategy. We build belief. This is for the go-getters that's ready to lead, not just to earn, okay? The ones who don't believe in themselves, the ones who are still skeptical, you know? So we help you build that belief. You borrow our belief. We help you be confident. You get multiple income streams. So you're just not locked into one offer just to sell one thing. This is not buy a course to resell a course. We help you do that because you can take the system like many do, and they just resell the system because it's changing lives, right? But a lot of people want to create their own digital products. A lot of people inside this program want to create products from what they're already skilled in. They're not interested in selling a program. This is where we're also different. And we show you how to stack and scale your multiple income streams under one brand. This is built for real life, whether you're working full-time, raising kids, starting fresh, DMS fits into your lifestyle. It's not the other way around. We teach you here how to do life on your terms and get paid doing it. Okay, so here is some testimonials inside our community. We've got Nika. She said, like, DMS is blowing her mind. This is when she just got in. You'll see, she just got in. She was talking about the secret sales weapon, has become a best friend. We chat constantly. And look at what she says. I want you to listen to this because you're going to see another screenshot. She says here, you might not believe me, but since she started helping me with content, that's now the AI bot, my content, emails and strategies, my email open rate has gone from 10% up to a staggering 24%, which is excellent because that means more and more people have started to open her emails and there's more and more leads coming in, right? Her mindset has shifted, right? I'll get back to her. Nicola had a $900 day, okay? She's 24 years old. She didn't think that this was going to be her reality, right? Nicola went to make $13,000 in June. What did I tell you? We teach you here to make between $5,000 and $10,000 depending on your goal, right? she already made over 13,000 just in June. Okay. And she shares here, there's something, Nico, that is her fiance. He made already 6 figures, right? She saw him have success. She was still scared to start. But she says here, something we never shared publicly. In December last year, we made a terrible investment. We were scammed and lost every cent of our savings, 960,000 Rand gone. January hit like a train. We had to leave our home. We were completely shattered emotionally and financially, but something in me whispered, you can do this. You just have to get out of your comfort zones. I started scared. I started doubting myself. I started anyway. And now I look back and I'm actually grateful for what happened, because if we didn't lose it all, I wouldn't have fought this hard to rebuild. I wouldn't have grown into the woman I'm becoming today. So if you're reading this and it feels like you're at rock bottom, please know this isn't the end of your story. It might just be the beginning. Isn't that awesome? That is just amazing. Candace had a $900 sell. We teach how you can visualize your success, right? And she spoke it into existence. Look how cool that is. Remember Nika? She just joined, okay? And then she immediately started seeing how her emails were performing. 4 sales in 16 hours. Results are coming in, and I only joined DMS 1 week ago. How crazy the result can be when you plug in. Look at that, right? Tamsin had a $300 ding. People are watching. These are people that have multiple income streams already, right? Or started with another program that were stuck. Why it works so well in 2025, guys, is the world is online, but so is the opportunity. More people are buying online than ever before. The cost of living is rising. We all know that, right? People want that flexibility. They're looking for better ways to earn. And digital marketing gives you that. It helps you work from home, sell globally, and build real income without having a huge outlay of products. If you had to start a traditional business, it would have cost you so much more. But why are some people stuck? Beginners. Because they overthink. They compare themselves with others. They are not clear on how to get started, right? They waste time on getting what to post. They get paralyzed by tech, fear, confusion. If you wondered why some people in the digital marketing space is successful and some aren't, this is the reasons. Most of the reasons are this. We work through this inside. Your shortcut is the DMS, Digital Magnetic System. You get resale rights to our entire system. When you join, you don't need to create a product. You can resell a complete business that's already proven to convert. You get 90% commission on every single sale. And I just want to say, we could have given you master resale rights to sell for 100% profit, but you know why we didn't? Because a lot of master resale rights has been banned in some countries for their own particular reasons. And because depending on where you are, Namibians, some South Africans, Africa, some places in Africa and the UK, some struggle with payment gateways. That some don't have PayPal. Some struggle with that, where with an affiliate, you don't need your own payment gateway. So you can literally sell to anyone across the globe, right? Plus you get additional income streams that you can sell for 100% profit. Okay, so I want Zanelli to come up and share with you so you can hear from her. This is what she posted. Pinch me, is this even real? She made $3,000 in a week and she's made more already. So I want her to come up quickly so you can hear from her yourself. Zanelli, you there?
Good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing? If you don't know me yet, my name is Anel. I'm just a normal mom with 2 busy little kids and I'm a H2I wife. And I found myself burned out and exhausted last year in 2024. I ended up working 7 days a week, 12-hour days. Literally couldn't work physically more, but still, it wasn't enough. I came home irritable with my kids. I didn't have time for them. But I also knew what I was doing wasn't working. I was barely making ends meet. And I wanted to help my husband so badly to contribute more to our financials because I saw everything. He's working away in 9 months of the year, and I saw him taking all the burden on his shoulders. And I desperately just want to help. So I started looking for real legit ways. And I thought it's way too good to be true to start making money online. And I saw all these moms living this life, and I felt so jealous and disappointed in my life, where I am at 34 years old, a mom of 2, but barely surviving. And I'm doing all the things that society told me to do. Went to school, went to Stellenbosch University, got my degree, ended up working, not enough, got a second job, still not enough. How many of you are literally feeling like that and the living life is sucking out of you because of your job? You are exhausted. Your pay is still not enough. Living expenses just keeps on rising and you're just feeling here. You're just staying here while everyone's living the life. That's exactly where I found myself. And I started looking for legit ways, and I found this done for you 2-hour system that I thought it's way too good to be true. I said BS on this. There's no way in hell. I wasn't brought up like that. I'm pure Afrikaans. I'm brought up strict, right? You have to do your job. I saw my mom working 2 jobs. And I gave it a chance. My husband said, you will never know if you don't give it a chance. You know where you're at, right? You're already struggling. So what do you have to lose? And I took this chance. I sold my couches, but I really didn't have the money. I sold my couches. I ran promotions on debt in my salon because you need products if you want to service your clients. And I borrowed the last bit of money, and I wasn't even credible. My credit cards were maxed out. And I was so ashamed actually to tell people all about this. I didn't want to put my face on social media to tell people what I was financially struggling. And I took that chance, and thank the Lord I did, because I prayed about this. 3 times after my 3rd confirmation, I started this. Very scared and very skeptic. In my first week, I made my first, no, on my 3rd week, I made my first $900 sale. In my 6 weeks, I made $3,700 sale. It didn't end there. As I grew on, I saw me getting stuck somewhere. I saw myself relating myself to someone else or comparing myself to someone else. And then Lizelle, and I found Lizelle somewhere in between. And the story just related to me and my heart. My values just aligned with her values. And DMS changed everything for me. While I was feeling dry months and stuck months, it was me getting in my own way, feeling poor me, poor me. But what happened to me, because I started comparing myself, and this changed everything. Literally, in my 2nd weeks from starting this, I made $4,000 in 5 weeks. And I just counted before we went on the webinar, I just said to himself, I just counted my figures because me and the tickle with Larishka were talking, and I said to Lizelle, I just made $9,200 just for June month, you guys. I've never made in my life this type of money. Now I'm a South African. So to earn almost 180,000 Rand is a lot of money for me. And I'm so ecstatic. I want to cry again, because last night on the vision call, I know my story is not long, but she made doors open for me that felt so vivid and so real. So I'm telling you, you are missing out. What are you doing if you're not online yet? Because the world is going online. Don't stay stuck, and don't stay where you are when there's a better opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity, Lizelle. I felt so honored when you asked me. Have a good night, everyone.
Oh, congratulations. I mean, she just missed the 10K, so you're definitely going to smash it this next month. I am so proud of you, Zanelli. So proud. I want to ask Cecilia also to come up. She's also an amazing story. You're probably going to cry like we normally do. So I don't know if Cecilia's on here.
You want to cry, Lizelle? You want me to make you cry? Good evening, everybody. Okay, so I'm Cecilia Jacobs. I used to be the small town mama. Also salon. I think it's a salon thing here, right? But I was the salon mama working 15 hours a day. The single mom struggling to make ends meet. The mom that stood in front of a grocery cupboard crying, thinking to myself, why is it so difficult to fill this cupboard? And for me, I'm also an angel baby mama. So I've got 2 little boys up in heaven. I'm a cancer survivor. And a week after the birth of my little girl, I decided I cannot work for a boss. I cannot give up time with my child and miss milestones. This is my only child. I want to work from home. So I made 2 mistakes because I opened 2 work from home businesses just to be with her. Both of them was actually just draining my time for an income. My first one, a daycare center, which I ran for 10 years. I loved it. There was a lot of healing that I got from that. I saw my little girl grow up. I got her ready for school. I sent her off to school, and it served me well until it didn't. Because I ended up not being the mama next to the sports field, not being the mommy helping out at the tuck shop, always being the mommy saying, sorry, I'm working. And I decided to open up a salon. I was like, I'm going to open the salon because I'm going to have control over my time. I'm going to control my customers, and I'm going to make enough money to take care of my little girl. But what happened is I very quickly hit a downward spiral where I ended up in so much freaking debt that debt collectors phoned me more than my own mother did. And she loves me. She knows how to phone me, right? But they phoned me more than she did. So I ended up being the mom that sat in a shower crying at least 6 days out of 6 days of a 7-day week. And I would be like, what happened? What happened to life? Why is it so difficult to take care of my child? Why is it that I always have to work? Yet if she asks for something, I have to say, sorry, there isn't any extra. I hated being that mom. But I hated more being the snappy mom because I was overworked. You know, if she lost a pair of shoes, I snapped because there wasn't money to buy more. But she was grade 8, initiation year, you know, high school. I finally had a teenager. And when I picked her up from school one day, I snapped at her because I had customers waiting. I was in such a hurry to get back to work that I warned her the morning that she needed to run when I picked her up so that I could get back to the salon. And I snapped at my little girl without realizing that she came to the car already crying. She already had a bad day, and I just made it worse. That was my turning point. Because apart from the fact that I did that to my child and immediately drowned in mum guilt, I worked until close to 9 p.m. that evening. My child fell asleep on the living room couch waiting for me. She waited to get time to speak to me about what happened in her day, and I couldn't be there. And that's the day that I realized, you know, that something needs to change. You guys, I started a digital marketing business, no tech skills at all, a fear of my computer, no clue what this was. I literally, the day that I told my daughter I was going to make money on TikTok, her eyes, you would have laughed. But the next thing I did is I said, okay, now how do I make that video? She had to show me how to press the plus to create my very first video. I'm sitting in front of you today, like 4.5 million rand later. I've been doing this for 2 years. A normal mama that has never done digital marketing before. A normal mom that used to be behind the camera, never inside the photos. I made my first $1,200 online without ever speaking on any videos because I was way too shy. Way too shy. So last month, Lizelle is like literally, she is an epic. She's like the ultimate example of it is not about buying something to sell something, because she started out with me with my very first digital product that's still making me a lot of money, right? And she launched and grew her own program out of the skills that she learned from this. And she said, Celia, you know what? My program can teach you how to make your first 5K in a month. So I decided, let me take a chance. I'm going to launch onto a platform that I had the fear of life for. And I literally, within June, made $5,080 with a secret sales weapon that literally, that thing creates content for me. It makes my life easier. It answers emails for me. It's absolutely freaking amazing. I want to be your hope dealer today. I want to be the mom that tells you, you don't need to know it all. Even if you are working endless hours and you feel like I don't have the time, I fit this in to the bits and pieces of my day. I was a single mommy working 15 hours a day. I was the mom waking up 2 a.m. in the morning thinking, how the hell am I going to get through this month? You don't need to know it all. Just take our hands, take the hand of the person that invited you to this webinar, because this program is going to take you step by step, day by day. And it's going to help you grow a business that's going to make you the type of money that you've never seen in your life before. And I'm speaking of that because, I'm evidence. My parents haven't even seen the type of money in their bank accounts after years of working their butts off the way that I get to make it now. It is insane. This is not just for some people. This is for anybody that is willing to take the effort, to do the work. It's 2 hours a day. It's way less than what you are currently doing, just to live paycheck to paycheck and just to still struggle. Zali, I'm humbled. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't know. I always get so emotional when you talk because, when you're a mother, guys, come on. You're a new mother and you know you're missing out time with him. You're already feeling guilty. That's what drives most of us. It might be different for you, but that drives most of us. Okay, so let's carry on. I want to show you exactly how this AI bot works. Hey, you guys want to see how this works? Okay, so I'm just going to carry on with this a little bit to let you know. So there, you heard it. Celia just said, she made her first $5,000. She tried it to see. Christelle made over $5,000 in 7 days, right? So your secret sales weapon it's like having a coach in your pocket 24/7. You just heard it. She creates content for you. She creates your emails. Man, she can even be map out your entire business for you. I'm going to show you in a bit how she works. Okay, so let me give you a demo of how it works. Okay, let me just open up here. All right. Okay, so she's hosted inside ChatGPT. So if you've never heard of ChatGPT before, it's like literally like an engine. You can just ask it a question and it bumps something out. But anyone can go into ChatGPT and ask to create content. But like I said to you earlier, it's going to be a very generic one. And then people wonder why they're not having success online. The secret sales weapon is built for content. It's built to let you grow very, very quickly. And when you post, you don't post for nothing, if I can put it that way. You post and it has results, okay? Because she's got everything that you need to be successful. So how this works is, I'm just going to grab this. I just already put something together here where I want to answer, but I want to show you how easy it is. So if you start as a brand newbie, you are going to click on her, and you are going to just say onboarding, okay? When you say onboarding, she's going to say, welcome, boss. I'm Secret Sales Weapon, your personal AI sales coach, content creator, and confident booster, all rolled into one. I'm here to help you sell your offers with confidence, create scroll-stopping content, close more deals. It doesn't matter what type of online business you have. She can help you with all of them, right? Keep you focused when the doubt creeps in. But first, let's personalize your experience so you can tailor everything just for you. Then she asks you 4 questions. She's asking you, what do you sell? Tell me your offer, your product or service. Who's your ideal client? Describe them in 1 to 2 sentences. You don't have to worry about if you don't know that yet. You are going to get the training on how to discover who's your perfect customer, right? What platform are you mostly active on? What's your monthly income or your sales goal? Once I have this info, I'm going to give you the content ideas, blah, blah, blah. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to answer what she asked. I asked her that I want to make 10K a month, okay? She says, let's go. Based on what you just shared, here's your personalized sales strategy to start hitting that 10K month goal with confidence and clarity, right? She gives you, like my system, digital magnetic system. My client is overwhelmed, bad, ambitious women stuck in a 9-to-5, craving flexibility, simplicity, and a real shot at online income. They don't want fluff, they want results, belief, and step-by-step path. So here she gives me a content strategy, right? She says with me what is important. She gives me scripts. Okay. So now inside you get prompts that you can give her. So I'm going to say, what do I need today? Need to do today. Okay. And then she says, remember, she's already have the brain of the proven strategy. So she says what you need to do. 2 hours total, no excuses. I love her sassiness, eh? Post 3 times on social. You choose 1 platform, you choose 3. She already knows a belief shifting reel, a relatable or a storytelling carousel post. You know, she already knows. You don't have to know how to create content. She knows, okay? Post 5 Instagram stories, engage for 30 minutes, okay? Train or grow for 3 minutes. What the train or grow means is there's always training, but you don't have to go through the training to start making money. You can literally learn and earn at the exact same time. Here she says, you can ask her, say, give me content ideas, a story prompt, or what should I say to someone who ghosted me, okay? You can ask her anything. So what I'm going to say is create content for me for today. You can even ask her to map out your entire content for the week or the month, right? Here she gives you all of it broken down. She gives you 3. She calls it reels, but you can use it for TikTok. You can use it for YouTube. It doesn't matter, right? There's a hook on the screen that you put for 3 seconds. You're tired of asking your bank account for permission. How's that for a hook, eh? And then she gives you a caption. If you're stuck between I want more and I don't know where to start, this is for you. I was just like you, exhausted from the 9-to-5, overthinking every purchase, feeling guilty for even dreaming of income or dreaming of more. I want to remind you, this is my info that I put in there, okay? So she knows who my perfect customer is. She knows my story. What you're going to do is you're going to put your story in here, and she's going to create content from your story, because we are all about you being you online. We don't want you to sound like the person next to you, because people buy from people they know, like, and trust. They're going to buy from you because of you. Okay, she gives you a story flow, carousel, everything. Isn't that cool, hey? And that's only some of the stuff she does. Okay, like you heard, she does emails. You can ask her even for a motivational, like, I don't feel like posting today. What would you say? And she's gonna answer. She's gonna answer you on that. Okay, so you guys ready to carry on? We're almost done. Okay, you probably want to know now. Okay, Lizelle, This all sounds good. Now what's next? Let's check. Okay. So let me carry on. All right. So I want to give you this because this is what I didn't see when I got started. The cost of staying stuck. I didn't realize this soon enough. And that's why I say you're on this call for a reason, because if someone made me realize that faster, I would have started a lot quicker. Okay. What is it costing you to stay stuck? Let's think about it. If you had to, or before I carry on with that, think about January when you got started. You probably had some goals throughout the year. Okay. I want to open up my comments. I just want to see your comments. What was your goal in the beginning of January? You're like, I would love to make more income. I hope this is my year, right? But you didn't have a plan. So maybe you're still stuck, but you might be stuck because you're too scared to start. You think it's a scam. You've seen a lot of other things, right? The cost of staying stuck is meaning that the next 6 months can look exactly the same or even worse. Now let's look at how much this will cost if you had to do this on your own. If you wanted to start your own online business and you don't want to start with a done-for-you system or anything like that, you're going to need emails, you're going to need tools, you're going to need a funnel builder, you're going to need website, you're going to need hosting, you're going to need a social media coaching or a mentor, you're going to need time to figure it all out. You're going to need the confidence to show up. You're going to need, and still have monthly bills piling up, right? And that still doesn't give you any guarantee of sales. You still have to make your own product and you still have to learn how to sell it. So if you had to go and do this on your own, it would have easily cost you $2,500 to $5,000. I mean, you can go Google it, okay? And that's just getting started, okay? The digital magnetic system, what we have is we have a full done-for-you business. The Pro is the ultimate one. That's for the one that's ready to go all in. It's a full done-for-you business setup. You get resale rights to both the starter option plus the Pro option. You get 12 exclusive PLR products. That means you get altogether 14 income streams. You get a 30-day content strategy plan. You get a faceless marketing strategy. You get weekly group support. You get pod coaching. 12 months of pod coaching. It's already worth $1,200. People pay $97 a month to be in the coaching. You get that in the Pro option. You get an advanced launch strategy plan to make $10,000 a month and scale from there. You get the perfect customer masterclass. You get the magnetic sales formula. Just the magnetic sales formula has helped people that started in digital marketing somewhere else. Even a person that has been 10 months in digital marketing never made a sale. That the magnetic sales formula, and immediately in a couple of days, the sales started coming in. You get access to creating your own digital products, plus it gives you templates, a complete blueprint, plus you get certified. The total value of this is $6,000, right? You get it for $1,197. Plus you pay a once-off $67 activation fee. That activation fee includes your new professional email. It includes your domain. It includes your entire setup. Everything's done for you at the back end. It includes your website, your emails, everything. You are not going to have to pay anything monthly. You're not going to have to pay any extra for setting up a system or getting someone to help you, because everything is built in here. You get the coaching. You get someone to check your content. You get everything inside the community, additional training, guest speakers coming in, all of that for no extra. You get 10 PLR products plus 2 PLR courses that you can rebrand and resell as your own without giving anyone credit for it, right? The starter option, because not anyone can start with the Pro, right? Some people want to first test this thing out. So again, you get a fully done for you business setup. You get resale rights to the starter and the Pro. You get 5 exclusive PLR products, a 30-day content strategy plan, faceless marketing strategy, group support. Here you get a 5K roadmap when you get started, right? To make your first $5,000 online. Get a perfect customer masterclass, magnetic sales formula. And in both, you get the AI bot, right? You get its total value of $2,500. This one is $497, and also just with a once-off $67 activation fee, okay? Now, think about that. How would you like making $447 off, because you get 90% affiliate commission? How would you like that to make a day? Let me know in the comments there. Will that help you if you could make that in a day? For some, it's even going to help just to make it once a week, right? I know that would have helped me, right? Again, you're going to get 6 PLR products that you can rebrand and resell as your own, right? The bonuses that you get when you join is you get that AI bot. I cannot tell you how many people want to buy that. We don't sell it apart. It's worth over $197. You get a content vault in the DMS Pro. You already get a content vault worth $1,500, right? But you get in the DMS Pro, you get monthly fresh content that's proven to convert. That's already done for you. You get the magnetic sales formula, which is worth $187. And you're part of the Reboot Challenge, which is absolutely priceless. You can ask everyone inside here. It's priceless, okay? Daily actions, daily coaching that you get inside here. Imagine doing this with a traditional business. If this was a brick and mortar store, you would need a physical store, you would need staff, rent, stock, licenses, and you would have to pay a lot of money up front. I had my own beauty salon business. I know I spent $127,000 just to get that up and going, and I still didn't make enough money. And then you still have to market it, and you still have to learn or appoint someone to market it for you, right? You're saving thousands in mistakes, in time, in monthly costs, and building something that can truly pay you daily and can truly give you that freedom that you've been looking for. So here's your 30-day digital income plan. This is what you do for the 2 hours a day that we talk about. You post 3 times a day. You choose a platform, the one that you feel comfortable with. If you do it faceless, I recommend Instagram. So it's either Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, whichever platform, even Pinterest, right? And all you do is you copy and paste from the templates. If you want to create your own content, you can create your own content. You've got the AI bot that can help you with making the content more you, right? You copy and paste, that is a visibility boost. It's engaging for 30 minutes inside the platform, right? Liking on other people's posts, sharing your link, sharing stories, right? Attracting buyers without chasing anyone. And then plugging into the community. Ask questions, get help, do your weekly training, because you're never doing this alone, right? So let's recap. Getting a full digital business. A business in a box that you pay for once, but you get lifetime coaching. You get lifetime resources. You get weekly live calls, right? In the Pro, you get 12 months pod coaching, plus more intensive coaching, plus guest speakers that's coming in, that's being paid to come into the community that you're getting for a once-off payment, right? You get everything that you need to start. So the only question is, when are you starting? So I'm going to open up. If you have any questions, there is a raise hand at the bottom of the bar. So just click on that raise hand and let me know if you have a question. Yes, Jamie, start now. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Now is the time to ask. If you have any questions, don't be shy. Ask a question. Okay, your future is not going to wait for you. It's going to happen either way. If you take action, it's going to look different. Okay, Personia, you're already in the community, right? You're already in the community. The webinar is only for guests now. Okay, if you have a question, you can ask in the community. Okay. How can I sell this without buying the Pro now? You can start with the starter one. You don't have to be in the Pro. Okay, you can start with the starter and sell that one. How much is it in Rand? Well, the 497 is about 8,000. The 1197 is about 21,000. There are payment plans on the website. Okay. Okay. So for those who are already in DMS, you don't have to ask questions now. That's what the community is for. This webinar is for people who have not started in digital marketing. They are still newbies. They want to know what works and they've got questions. Okay. So you can ask in the community. Kiara, she says it's the second day learning the modules and she already got 12 leads. That is so awesome. Well done, Kiara. See, the system works, guys. The system works. All right. Any questions? You sell the program, Joan, if you are starting and you don't have a product. That's how I got started. That's how most that you heard tonight got started. You got started because oh, I actually forgot Barbara. She wanted to share as well. I don't know if she's on here still. I wanted her to share too. Yeah, but you can sell it, okay? Because that's the best way, is learning and earning at the same time. If you don't have a product that you want to create, because it takes time. If you don't know how to create your own product, it takes time. And you rather want to learn and earn at the same time, right? The payment plans, how does that work? It's over 3 months. Okay, so you'll have 3 installments that you pay. Okay. Do you also offer the Legacy Builder programs? You just need to get back to the person that invited you here. Most of them have a lot of other offers. Okay, so all you need to do now is get back to the person that invited you to this webinar. Okay, choose which one you want to get started off with. If you do have any questions on how it works or whatever it is, just reply to that email you received and ask, and that person is going to help you. If you're ready to get going, we just started with our reboot challenge yesterday. If you're ready to get going, just ask them to send you the link. Okay, you can, when you start with a starter, you can upgrade to the pro. Yes, you can upgrade. Is it safe to give your banking details? Rainy, just reply to the person. I'm not sure why you're asking that. Is it to buy something? Just make sure the person that you are paying to is legit. Okay. I don't know what you mean when you say, is it safe to give your banking details? I'm not sure what you mean. If I buy the cheapest one, can I upscale to the more expensive ones later? Yes, Alma, you can do that anytime. Yeah, at any time you can do that. Okay. Does it set up your PayPal account? Yes, we do the entire setup for you. You don't pay for anything extra. We connect your payment gateways, everything. Okay. Okay, how much is the starter one? So the starter is $497 and the pro is $1197. Okay, so all you need to do is get back to the person who emailed you, invited you to this webinar. Get back, tell them which one you want to get started off with. Let them send you the link. You'll have immediate access inside our community. You're going to have immediate access inside your program. You're not going to wait for anything, and come introduce yourself in the community. Okay, we love celebrating with you. In South Africa, do you pay tax on the money? No, you don't, but you have to submit your tax, right? So you just need to keep, what I do is I keep money aside every single month, and then once a year, I have my accountant just submit my tax for me. Okay, but no one takes your money, but you have to pay tax wherever you are. Can't wait to see you all, Gilbert. You will love it here. Yes, yes, yes. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. So just get back to the person that invited you here. I can promise you everything's already set up for you. Okay, everything's already done in the background. We know what works. You heard the results that people experience in it. We already know it works. We will set you up and you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so reach out to the person that invited you here and we'll send out the replay. Cheers, everyone.